My name is Stephanie Gregory, and I'd like to talk to you about the dispositions that have made me a successful teacher. The first one being professional conduct. As educators, we should know without anybody telling us how we should act. We do have a handbook for teachers that we go by in our school district, but even with that being said, as professionals, we should act as such. That means the way we dress, the way we act, the way we talk, the whole persona of how we carry ourselves. Our students are looking at us, and we should set good examples and be the very best role models that we can be for them. The next disposition I think I possess is fairness. Um, I just think that you should treat people the way you would want to be treated. So if you live by that rule, then you will always be fair to people, to students, your colleagues, and just people in general. So that's why I think I possess the disposition for being fair. Honesty is the next one. I do consider myself to be honest. Sometimes with my students, I am honest with them, but I just put it in another way where it doesn't sound like really bad. So I'm still being honest with them, but I'm just watering it down a little bit so they will understand that they still have a chance to succeed. Um, because I do believe that all students can learn in some shape, form, or fashion. I just believe it in my heart. Some may not learn as quick as others, but at some point they do learn. The next disposition I possess is dedication. Um, I've been in education for 24 years, and I feel as though I am very dedicated. I get to work at 6:45. That's required to be there until 7:10. And most days I don't leave until 5:15 or 5:30. That doesn't make me dedicated, but the things I do while I'm there does. I make sure that the students have what they need in order for the teachers to better instruct them. I look at the data and make sure that each individual student is receiving whatever instruction that they need to make them be more successful. I make sure the teachers have what they need, always giving them strategies to use and little implementations of little things that could help them, like wait time and swirl and all those different strategies we used to use a long time ago, but we got away from them. So being dedicated, it's just something that comes natural to you. Not anything you have to work at. It's just something that you are willing to do and you have a compassion for it, which brings me to the next disposition. I do have or show compassion. Our students leave us and we do not know what their life situation, their home situation is like. Some of them, they come to school dirty with the clothes they had on the day before, or they stuff food in their backpacks in the cafeteria. And, you can't help but to have compassion for those students. I also have compassion for my colleagues because they are working so hard during this pandemic to make sure that our students have what they need. So I feel compassion for everyone who is in the school system or in the world, period, that, everybody needs to have that. The next disposition I think I possess is high expectations. Um, I set high expectations for myself as well as for my students and also my colleagues. We do not ask students to do, we require them to do them. And when they're required to do it, even though they think they can't do a certain task, when they really try hard and they find out that they can do that task, it makes them very happy. It makes us very happy. So the words "I can't" do not come out of our students' mouth. It's "I tried," and I'll try again, and I'll keep trying until I get it. So with that being said, respect for diversity. Our school is, I'd say, 30% Hispanic. So they come into our schools not speaking any English. So we have to accommodate a lot for them. We do have a translator that comes every so often, but they're not there every day in the classrooms with those students. So what we've learned to do and what the teachers have learned is that they are teaching them words in Spanish, as well as the teachers and the students are teaching them words in English. So it's like everybody's learning. And it makes them happy when we ask them to tell us a certain word. And, it just makes us feel good as well. The translator translates some of the things they like to the teacher or some of the foods they may like to eat, and the teacher tries to incorporate that into some of their lessons. For instance, in social studies, they may be talking about the different cultures, and they would try different foods or let them wear something special that day so they can show and tell something about their country or where they came from. Another disposition is reflection. As a local reading specialist, and I'm one of 5 in our county, part of our job is to reflect on things daily. We reflect on things we probably could have done differently. We reflect on what should we do as next steps for a child as far as their instructional practice. We reflect on ourselves. Were we doing what we're supposed to do? And are we giving it our all? So I have a daily reflection every day that I go through and I write down in a journal things I could have done better, things I should have done, and things that I need to do. So those are the reflections or the things that makes me a better educator. I love feedback. I welcome it because without it, I don't know if I'm doing it right or if I'm doing something wrong. So with the principal there, she does give good feedback, not only to me, but to the other teachers as well. So I feel like the reflection part, yeah, I possess that. Curiosity, struggle with that a little bit, only because I know students have different interests and we can't always get to them all, but we do get to a few of them and try to get books that they're interested in and let them write questions and so that their peers can answer those questions for them. They collaborate in groups and they just talk. We just let them talk and discuss different things. And the part I'm struggling with is like how to get all of the students' ideas and their thoughts and questions into a classroom setting in one day, or even a week. It would take a lot of time, but like I said, that's something I have to work on. Advocacy is another one. I will speak up for the students, but for myself, that's a different story. I don't voice my opinion as much as I should, and that is something that I really do need to work on. How professionals should look. I think that goes along with professional conduct, hand in hand. They should look professional. They should act professional. They should talk professional, speak professional, rather. They should carry themselves in a way that a student would look at them and say, oh, I want to be like them when I grow up, or I want to be like her or him when I grow up. So they should be those role models that some students have never known or probably will never know. So those are the dispositions. And I thank you for looking at my video. I am Stephanie Gregory.